Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Jedi Knights Watch. My name is Graham, and today we are doing another unboxing, but this is going to be from Mars Toys, and this is the old Housekeeper, aka Alfred from 1989 Batman. This figure is one that I pre-ordered through 1/6 Kit. If you guys are in the market for this Alfred or the Mars Toys Mr. J, the Joker, or even, or maybe it's, yeah, I think it's Mr. J. Mr. Wayne, they got Bruce Wayne as well. So head over to 1/6 Kit and get your pre-orders while supplies last. This figure is one that I was so excited to get. I'm a huge 1989 Batman fan. I want anything that I can get my hands on that's 1989. So had to get this. I really do want the other figures as well, but in time, hopefully that happens. And yeah, let's just take a look at the art box. You can see it is old Housekeeper. That is because this is going to be a third-party unlicensed figure, so just know that going into it. You have the dark skies of Gotham, and then you have the moon lit up with the bat signal kind of like blurred out. It almost looks like my video is out of focus, but in reality, it's just kind of like the Batwing moving. And there on top, it does say Mars Toys, and this is MAT019. Once we get the box on the table, you just get kind of a better look at the box as well. It's got this nice deep blue colors. On the side, it does say 1/6 scale collectible figure. And on the back, it has both versions of Alfred, kind of like in his two-piece suit that he gets one suit that's on the figure, and then there's going to be another one that comes with it. And then you have the warnings there at the bottom as well. It is going to be a slip cover, so we pull that off, and we have this very simplistic logo design here. I'm not a big fan of this. I really wanted this to be like full-on 89, and you kind of have like all these different bat logos in there, which is cool. It just kind of looks a little bit messy. You do have one simple sheet for instructions, and that is that these things can be, the small accessories can be fastened to the tray, and we'll get into that in a minute here. And then first, let's struggle here to pull the figure out of the box, and it does come in a nice clamshell. We have the hat that comes with the figure as well. This is going to be just for those, basically the first batch. Anybody that pre-ordered this initially, you're going to get the nice hat. It's going to be sculpted material, flat black with just plastic. I do wish there was foam inside. We'll talk about that in a little bit here. Just worry about the paint applications, putting that thing on and taking it off the head. But here we get our first look at our Alfred from Batman. He comes, as you can see, with a lot of hands, a lot of accessories, a lot of food. Kind of makes you hungry if you haven't eaten before watching this. So let's just get him out and take a look at our first impressions of the head sculpt, of the figure, of the clothing. I gotta say, man, Mars Toys, you are knocking this out of the park. I am ecstatic to be looking at this figure and so pleased at the likeness. The head is a bit loose. That is to be expected with some of these Mars Toys figures. You know, same thing with Sideshow. A lot of the times they're not going to have the tightest joints like Hot Toys does. But look, the detail in the wrinkles, the mole, the hair, the big old ears that just, Alfred had. It just looks so, so good. The tailoring on the outfit is really nice too. It's a flat black, and it's going to attract, hair and lint. So if you do have animals, just, know that. It's got the nice pinstriping pants with the nice sculpted shoes. The hands look great. You can see like the wrinkles and the veins going on in there. It looks really, really good. Little, faux buttons on the wrists as well. Again, the body's loose, but again, it's not a problem because I already kind of knew that going in. You're paying less than Hot Toys figures. There's going to be a little bit of a dip in quality there, but the likeness and the aesthetics are simply amazing. You got the liner on the inside of the coat here. Everything looks just really well done. Again, the buttons on the vest, the tie. You even have buttons under the tie there as well. So no magnets or anything like the prank villain. It's actually like buttoned up there. So it does just sit really nice. So I don't think that's really anything that you're going to have to worry about. But man, this thing looks great. I know as soon as we get the glasses on the figure that he's going to look even better. But let's just start by taking a look at some of the accessories here. And we kind of saw the hands there at first, but he comes with a good array of hands, different gestures, so he can be holding different things. I really like it, though, that they gave you the gloved hands as well, and they look very nice. You even have like the little area where you can kind of see skin poking through. Like, if this was a cheaper company, they might have just painted this whole thing white, but they didn't. So props to Mars Toys on just getting the details right for this figure. And then we have the glasses, which are going to be very delicate. Be very careful with these, very fragile. They look good. I do have a problem with the frames of the glasses going over the ears, and we'll talk about that. But he does come with, you know, this vase with the flowers, and it's like, you know, actual flowers there. That's really cool. It's glued in. And then he does have salt and pepper shakers. They are both exactly the same, but man, really small, intricate pieces, which is just something that, I mean, they didn't have to do this. Mars Toys didn't have to give us all this stuff. You have the bells here. Typically, you know, I don't know, he wouldn't be having the bells. Somebody else would to call him, but anyways, he comes with them. I like this glass of milk. It's really cool. It's like this fancy glass, and you just have milk inside of it, so that's really nice. We have onion rings here, 3 onion rings, if I can get them out. You know, again, small pieces. Just be careful you don't lose these things. But really good detail. It's good-looking food. You know, I have no complaints. And he also comes with like 3 chicken strips or just pieces of chicken. Those are okay. I don't know if I'm going to use them. I don't know if I really like how they look. And then you have like a piece of lettuce just for show that you can have the burger on, or maybe some of the onion rings. And then here is the main event. It is the hamburger, and it is done really well. The bun looks great. It looks like it's not too shiny, but it's got that nice bun shine to it. So I have no complaints with that stuff. Now let's get into the other tray. So he comes with even more, and if I don't drop this here, he just has the silver tray, which looks really nice. It's going to be plastic, but it's got a nice paint to it. You know, a couple blemishes there, but it's okay. It looks good. I definitely will have him using this at some point, but yeah, we'll see what I do right now. I got to think about that. But he comes with a plate too, so you can put, you know, do it right. You know, get the plate, get the food on there, put it on the tray, have the salt and pepper and the vase. You know, it's the whole 9 yards here. And then inside this packaging, he comes with even more like pieces of clothing. So an extra bow tie if you want to take the tie off and put a bow tie on. And then these, I believe, go over the arms. It's some sort of like cooking apparatus to keep him from getting dirty. And then he does have the apron as well. I like this apron. I like the green to it, just like this emerald green. Just adds a little bit of vibrance to the figure as well. Then we also have an extra pair of pants and an extra coat. Let me just bring the figure out here, and we can kind of compare. So he's got the pinstripes on, but if you wanted to change him to a flat black, you could do that. Again, this is like stuff I wouldn't have even expected to have. Coat's a little bit different. The one on the left is more of like a matte, you know, almost like a slate color, and then the one on the right is going to be, it's a different style, but it's also like a darker, deeper black. So then underneath that, we even have one more tray, and it's going to be the one that holds the base. Now, unfortunately, mine has some issues with it. I'm going to peel this off. I like that it says Alfred and doesn't say Old Housekeeper, so at least it says the actual character's name. I like that a lot. That actually means a lot to me. But look at the base here. So they just stuck this emblem on, and it did not stick on very well at all. We have bubbles, we have ripples and rips, so this is not something I'm too fond of, but I might actually go custom route anyway, just because I'm not a fan of this logo. I kind of just want the 89 logo on the base if possible. So, you know, we'll see about that, but it also does come with just your typical crotch grabber. So, I mean, even the fact that it comes with a base is a good deal, because, you know, even some Sideshow figures didn't come with a base. But here it also comes with the sticky stuff. I believe you can cut this, and then if you wanted to fasten these onto the tray so they didn't fall all over the place, you could do that, but I don't really want to permanently attach them, so I'm not going to do that. Now, we also have the hat that we talked about earlier, and it looks really good on our Alfred figure. No complaints there. My only concern is if we're going to be taking it off and putting it on. It does have a friction fit, so I do worry that the paint apps would be ruined over time. So again, just be very careful about that. I don't think I'm going to use the hat very often. The glasses are nice, but they are very finicky, and they're very hard to get on the figure to sit just right. You know, most of the Hot Toys glasses, they don't have, on the frames, they don't have the part that go over the ear. It just kind of slots in, or it sits right on top of the ear, because here you can see it's like hanging off, and that does bother me a little bit. Now, it is a small detail that if you're a few feet away, you're not really going to notice, but you know, it just got to get it to sit right, and they're so finicky and lightweight that if you bump one part, the other part kind of falls off too, and you can see it's just trying to get it in the right spot. But I thought about maybe cutting the ends off, but I would worry that I'd cut too much off and then they wouldn't sit on there at all. So we'll see about that. Let me know if you guys have this figure, if those bother you at all. Just the ends of the frames kind of sticking out a bit. Going into articulation, again, the head is going to be super loose, easily can move side to side, up and down. Pretty good range of motion, but I barely even touch him and it's moving all over the place. Arms can go up to almost a 90 degree and then forward to 90 degree. So no issues there. And there is a double bend in the elbow, but you can see the sleeve does really pull down when you get him into that, I guess, dynamic pose. Does have a normal crunch in the abdomen area, can kind of bend back pretty far as well. The wrists are going to have the normal swivels as well, and in the hips he can swivel, and then in the shoulder we do have like a butterfly effect there, or like a butterfly joint, I guess, if you will. Legs can stretch out to about there. You're not going to be doing too much, you know, drastic stuff with this guy. So does have a ratcheted knee, and you know, you can click it into place and it goes to about a 90 there. And then there is some swivel in the thigh. And the shoes can go any which way you want. Again, this body is going to be loose, but it's going to be able to do anything that your heart desires. Now, let's get them out here with the other Tim Burton figures. We do have 89 Joker on the left and Batman Returns on the right, but it still works because Alfred was in Batman and Batman Returns, and hopefully I get my 89 Batman very soon. But here you can just see the size of all of them compared to each other. He fits very well, and he is even a little bit lower on his base than the other figures, so I think it works perfectly well. Here's the pose that I'm going to start him in. I'm going to put him next to the Batmobile, and I will show you that in a minute. But man, starting with some things that I really like about this figure, obviously the likeness is amazing. I think they did a great job. I think it comes with so many cool accessories. I love that he can like come out with the tray and have all the food. And you know, the suits, like all of the stuff that Mars Toys gives you is amazing. He articulates very easily. No issues with that. Couple issues though that I do have with the figure. The one is the base, you know, and it's probably just I got unlucky, but it's just kind of hideous, so that kind of stinks. The other thing is I do wish those glasses fit differently over the ears. They just stick out a little bit too much for me. And then finally, I wish he came with like a wine glass and like a platter that he could serve that on, because I think it would be cool for like when he could like serve Bruce Wayne in 89 Batman at the party. That would have been cool, but that's just a nitpick. Maybe I'll get Mr. Wayne and I won't even have to worry about it. So here he is in the display. This is how I have him posed for now. Let me know what you guys think. I think if you are a fan of 89 Batman, you gotta give this figure a try. Go get it at 1/6 kit. Again, this is made by Mars Toys, and I'm very impressed with it. Couldn't be happier. Let me know what you guys think of the display of the figure, and thank you so much for watching. Until next time, stay safe out there, and we'll see you soon.